Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Nate, and we are back in my garage. I hope you guys are all doing well today. We're going to continue with restoring this barn find car that we got that was that gave us a lot of issues. You guys know the story. You guys have seen it. So, I just loaded back in, and I believe last time we were waiting for this drive shaft to pop out because it didn't want to pop out on us. I did go and sell the extra parts here over at Steve, because I figure you guys have seen that plenty of times. You guys don't need to see it really again for all that, so I went and did that. Now, I will say, I was trying to get the floor to pop off, and the floor is not coming off. So, we have some issues with that. So, we have to figure that out. So, let's grab the plasma cutter. We need this main floor here come off. Actually, this is one floor here, the main floor of the car. And then you got this piece here. And then you have this back trunk floor. So there's actually 3 different floors sitting here. These wheel wells didn't come off either, and I don't know why, because there's no welds to cut, really. Or maybe that, would that? No, that's for the middle cross member. That's what that one sticking up in that one over there is for, is the middle cross member. This is for the floor, the trunk floor. I don't know what kind of weird stuff is going on here or what. I think some weird stuff is going on with this car. I'm not sure. But I believe wasn't it a Challenger? It's been a few days since it's been 3 or 4 days since I recorded the last episode, and yeah. So let's see. Yeah, it is a Bart. Okay. We have those 2 front pieces. I want to get a firewall. We need to get a firewall for this Bart. Body, firewall, we have those. And then we're going to need the radiator support, which is only a few bucks. So we'll grab the... Where'd I put the welder at, guys? There we go. Well, see, there's our problem. See? I need this middle floor to come off, and it's not coming off for some reason. I mean, I'll undo this weld, see if it pops off. I hope it does. No, see, that's the problem. See, that's just this middle floor. Floor R. That comes off. We need this floor to come off. The main floor, and I don't know why this support is not coming off. As you see, there are no welds anywhere. I'm just almost at the point where I'm just ready to say screw it and not replace those. I don't know what else to do at this point. As you guys see it, I mean, I don't know if this car's completely bugged because of the issues we had when picking it up. But as you guys see, there is no welds to cut anywhere for the floor to come off. And it doesn't give me any kind of prompt just to pick it up. So, I really don't know. Now, is our frame... See? Now, these are bad too, but the problem is... I can't cut all this stuff off because then I won't have at least 2 pieces together, because these can't be being registered. This cross member here and this floor can't be registered as being on the vehicle. I mean, it might show in the picture here, but I don't think it is because there's no welds right now holding it together. And there's no welds to cut for these wheel wells. But still, they're acting like they're still on there. And obviously, I can bang them out. See, and this rear floor was bad too. Okay, are we done now? Yeah, now that I'm stuck underneath here. Okay, so that might all be fixed now. Is this guy fixed up? Seems like it. This floor here seems alright. So everything there seems alright. So let's put this on here. Weld this up. I hate that, man. As soon as you pick up that welder, those welds show up. And they don't. There's been many times where I've had to throw the welder, you know, pick it up multiple times for welds to show up on vehicles. It's that kind of stuff that needs corrected. Okay, so these seem to be 100%, or they say 100%, and you guys see they say 100%. So let's put these back on and see if they are 100%. Because if there's no hammer icon, then they should be good. Let me see something here. Since this cross member, this transmission support won't... What is it letting me grab that I can't grab? Who knows? I don't see any hammer icon come up for it, so we're just gonna weld this stuff up. All right. Looking good to me. Weld that up. See, obviously I cut those welds. All those welds were cut on the wheelhouse here. They should have popped off, but they did not. So, obviously, there's an issue there. Now, unless I didn't cut those welds, let's see for a minute. Unless I didn't cut those welds in this wheelhouse, they're not showing up. Yeah, they're not showing up at all because when I bring the plasma cutter, those welds should show back up to cut, if there was welds to cut. Like when I pick it up, those welds are all to cut. There was nothing for that wheelhouse showing up over here. And look, when I come back over here, nothing shows up. Like for example, let's cut that for a minute. See that how that shows back up? There are no welds for that wheelhouse that shows back up. Look, nowhere. So, why doesn't the weld show up to cut for this wheelhouse? So, like, that tells me, like, the game is not even registering one being there. Or, I don't understand it. You guys see it yourself. You guys have an explanation for that, let me know. Because I don't get it. Because it did have damage that it'll let us beat on it with a hammer. I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. With this game, with the state that it's in right now, like I said, I love this game, but whoo-wee, there's issues. And I bring it up almost every time, but I just want it corrected. That's all. What were we in the middle of doing? This back. I need this. Tack that back down. There. Oh, there was some welds right there. So that's for that middle floor, the floor R. There might be damage to it because it's not sitting level with that, unless that's just how it sits and I just never noticed that. Nope, there is. Okay, are we good now? I think we're good. There's no damage to the floor, I guess. There's a gap there. I don't really like that, but these don't seem to have any damage on them, so those might be 100% perfect. So, yeah, I don't care for that gap, but yeah, because it doesn't need welded. Do we take Bondo to that stuff? I don't... Do we? Or is this just for body panels? Yeah, it must just be for body panels. Most of the time when I build cars anymore, I replace all this stuff. And that's what I was trying to do with this. But obviously, as you can tell, I've proved to you guys that welds aren't showing up or things are not coming off. So, at that point, there's nothing I can do. I can only do what I can do. And I think I fixed it all, but it still doesn't look right. But as far as I see it, everything... I mean, I'll check again, but everything is welded together. Yeah, there's no more outstanding welds anywhere. So, let's get moving on. Oh, I had a radiator support, dang it. There. I told you guys I was going to do that. I was going to buy parts that I didn't need to buy. Told you guys. I do it every single time. Okay, can these welds show up? There we go. Man, not too long ago, you'd pick up the cutter or the welder. Those weld spots or cut spots would show up immediately. Alright. So now we need some of these pieces here. We'll put this back on because it's sitting on the floor and I remember it being good, I believe. Did we need a battery tray? No, we did not. Let's just throw that in right now, just to throw it in. All right. Let's go back in here. So we have all those. We need a valance front. We need these here. We need rocker panels, don't we? Yeah, we need rockers. Middle frame brace we have. Middle panel we need. Middle lip we need. We'll wait on those for right now. The quarter fenders. Floor R we have. Rear panel, rear R. Or valance R. Rocker panel R, if I can speak correctly. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough series here, guys. I really do. I've been enjoying it, except for, you know, we've had some issues so far in this series, but I guess that's what happens after an update. There we go. Go get our welder. I think there's just that one there right now. Let's go on the other side. Yep, there we go. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here. Look at that. Look at that big gap in between there. There was no welds that showed up for that, was there? And look, there's no gap here. It should be sitting right on top of that wheel well. Yeah, there's nothing to come up for the hammer. Those won't come off because the welds won't show up. Nothing shows up to weld. Man, I had a comment from someone that said just to sell this car. And man, I hate being so negative, but man, I'm about to this point with this car. See, look, they all show up to cut the welds. That one shows up. None of those other ones show up like they should in here. There should be one right here. It doesn't show up. Look. And look, I'll grab the welder to show you guys. There's not one that shows up over there. Look at that big gap. There's something wrong with that wheel housing, and it probably can't be fixed, and it won't come off either because there's no welds to cut for it. And you can't say it's this one because this is for that middle cross member or whatever you want to call it. And these are for the floor and the rear frame rail. They're just not showing up, and it's not coming off the car. It just... What the heck is this? Oh, the leaf spring? Is this going to go on? Okay, it should go on this side, but why didn't it? There we go. That one shows up, but we still don't have one here in that gap, so... I'm pretty sure if you look at that wheel well, it's damaged. But like I said, no welds or cut points will come up on it. They're just not there. And it's not falling off. Okay, so this is the front valance, so this should go up here. There we go. This should get tacked on with some bolts. Just like that. Easy peasy. We don't need that just yet. Does this go on next yet? I believe this welds on. If I remember, this is the piece that the welds won't show up on. Look, think this is the piece that the welds won't show up. And you can just weld all over it everywhere you want. And there's not marks now because some are going to say, oh, what's the new update? You can weld all over it like this. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But the welds aren't showing up, just like on that NIV that the developer had to fix because the welds weren't showing up in certain areas on that NIV. It does the same thing on this car. How many other cars where the welds don't show up on that haven't been discovered quite yet? But see, before I started doing that, I could pick this piece back up because I got that hand mark. I could pick it up. Now that I did that, you can't pick it back up by your hand. And you can just weld all day long on this piece here. And look, you don't get any marks except for that the 3 I put there myself. You know, people are going to say, oh, you're doing it wrong. Doing this. And yeah, if I'm actually doing something wrong, tell me. But in this instance, it's not. The welds are just not showing up on this vehicle. They're not. I built this car enough right here to know that those welds are not showing up. Yeah, that piece is so badly damaged you can't repair it. We repaired it all that it could be, or maybe it was this floor or this frame piece that we were repairing over here. Let me grab the grinder and see if they come up. No. Nothing new. Are they invisible? Because there should be like one here and one back here, I believe. Nope. I don't know. You guys are saying it. I've tried multiple times now. So there's the cutter. You didn't see any welds show up. So then if there was no welds to cut, then they should show up when I pick up the welder. And there's no welds that show up for the wheel housing. There you go. I'm done. I'm done with it. It's going to stay like it is. I mean, I could load out and load back in, but it's not going to matter because it's just not. Because I cut everything off before and I loaded back in and it didn't. So it's just extremely frustrating. Because if things aren't going to work properly like that, just the basic stuff in the game. Basic stuff. This is the base game car. No mods being used on the car. Nothing like that. The weld should show up. There shouldn't be an issue. But even the most simplest things right now in this game, you know, aren't working. And the only reason why I wouldn't stop and take a break from this game right now, or I would, is because the only thing that's getting views right now on my YouTube channel is my garage stuff. I don't know if it's the people that are just watching, just want to see all my garage stuff and they don't want to see my other content, or it's just YouTube not pushing my content. I don't know what it is, but it's one of the two. It is one of the two. And if I'm not doing my garage content, there's really no point to post anything else. Because anything else is not getting the views. So, I don't know. If it wasn't because of my garage content, the only thing that's only really getting any kind of decent views for my channel right now, I would just take a break from my garage. It seems like every time I come back in here anymore, it's just there's issues. All right. Trying to think, what the heck am I missing right here? There's something I'm missing there. Let's see. That was the front right, so we need the front left. Huh? Oh, rear left. So I got a rear left. I needed a front left. What am I thinking? Clearly, I'm not thinking. Okay. Let's get the welder back out. There's nothing I can do about that wheel housing. It's not coming in or out. It's just going to have to look how it looks. Nothing I can do about it. I've already proved it to you guys. There we go. Yeah, I tacked that down. Okay. So we need a rear right. Man, these are expensive. Did I get that one over here? Yeah, I must have. Okay. That one right there. Right there. Is there another one? Nope. Must be good. All right. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, so we need a front bumper, rear bumper. Man, those bumpers are expensive too. We need a hood. We need a fuel door. All right. Give me my roof. Give me my roof. So now nothing wants to be picked up. Whoa. Okay. That should be tacked down. Scrap these guys. Which one is this? The rear? Yeah. Get our bumper. How much money we got? 10 grand? Okay. We're doing all right in the money category. I feel like I'm poor. There we go. And then tack down the bumper. There we go. So now we need a grill. We need a... Did I get a fuel door? I don't think so, did I? No, I didn't. Grill and a fuel door. I know it's around here somewhere. I've seen it a couple times. I must have went past it already. Right here. Grab that up. I need a screwdriver. here. Looking good to me. Okay, let's just go through real quick. We got all that. Front door, we need both doors. Firewall. Middle panel lip we have. Rear valance. I know we're going to have to get all the trim. Yep, I think that's it. Where is our ranch? Right here. Go. I think that's everything except for the interior and windows. I mean, we have a lot more to go, but headlights, taillights, obviously the whole underneath suspension needs to be done. So I think that's probably the best place to start. Front. Okay, it's an F, so that's front, so it should go on either side. Front right. Probably won't go there. Will it? Yeah, this is the right side. That's it. What about a torsion bar? That torsion bar just goes in there. It's taken out by the pry bar. And this is the one that bolts in from the one side. All right, there we go. This back on. Oh, that other one will be for the tie rod connection. This guy back on. Good go right there. And we'll wait on that stuff right now because we have some other stuff to put together. So we need to go to suspension now. So we just did the front right. So we still need the front left of that. We still need, well, I don't know. We'll wait for the front hubs, I guess. So we need front left. We need shock absorbers front. We need a steering box, steering link, strut rod, torsion bar, 2 tie rods. Oh no, I just bought more stuff, didn't I? Yeah, dang it. All right, so here we go. This is still good. We'll throw that on there. You didn't buy that. I do it every single time. I end up costing myself money. I guess it is what it is. But it just sucks because we're going to run out of money. Are you kidding me? I bought 2 fuel doors too? Ah. Portion bar goes right in there. Can you go in, or are you just gonna give me problems too? What do I need to have? I need to have this in, don't I? Probably. Man, things are being finicky, man, with that hitbox. Trying to find that hitbox for the check mark. Now this should go in. There we go. Tie rod right there. There. Yeah, I think that is everything for the front. Let me check this side here. They're fairly simple. Okay, so all we need is another hub, because I screwed all this up. So we need another hub. Let's just run through, make sure I think I got everything for the front suspension. Yep. I believe so. Do we have... No. We don't have a main brake line, do we? Throw this back in. The master cylinder. Do I have a brake line over here? No, I don't. Alright, well, things happen. Alright. These brake pads installed. Brake line over here. Let's go grab us a brake line. What the heck happened there? Come on. All right. Let's get this tightened down so we don't forget it. All right, so I think there's the front suspension. If I'm missing something, well, then I'm missing something. No, we'll eventually figure it out, or I know one of you guys will tell me. Okay, so let's grab this here. Take a break from the suspension work. Throw this guy in. Oh, great. We had front shocks, too. All right. Yeah, we have our wires over here, don't we? Okay. Looking good. This thing is starting to come together. Might as well put this on here. Okay, I think next thing in order is to get the rear suspension going. There we go. Might not go on without a spring, maybe. Who knows? We have a couple of those. We need another leaf spring. We have our shocks. And I believe that's it for the rear end, right? Find out here in a second. Oh, we need an axle. Ah, that's a big expense. Big expense. Well, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Rear axle. 225. I guess that's not horrible, but it's not good either. We need a drive shaft. And was our... we have a differential out here? Yeah, was that differential good? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That saves a lot of money. You want to talk about saving a lot of money right there with that differential? Yeah, that's a lot of money. That differential costs more money than the axle and that drive shaft put together. Okay, where are we at? Right there. This should be for the rear, right? Rear left. So rear left would be on this side, right? So, I think all we need now is the brake stuff, right? So we do need brake lines for the rear. Brake disc. Brake pads. Is there just one or two in here? Okay, so there's 4 in there. I don't know why I said 1 or 2. It would either be 2 or 4. Okay, so I have the rear left one. So I need a rear right. We have the hand cable. Do we need a handbrake? I don't see a handbrake sitting anywhere, so I think we need a handbrake. Everything should be good there. Okay. Yeah, there's no handbrake. No handbrake. Another $52 down the drain. We don't have to get a handbrake. We don't necessarily need one. Let's grab this right now and put this in. That out of the way. Are you gonna set for me? The heck? What the heck? I just tightened that up. What the heck happened there? I tightened that up. Didn't I? Who knows, man? Some weird stuff is going on. There we go. Oh. Huh, we didn't get a, Oh, we did. Good thing I checked. I thought we did. I just didn't empty my bag all the way. That happens. So yeah, guys, I started doing I think tomorrow or later today, I started doing other My Garage videos that I'm just going to play and to where money is not an issue, more like a sandbox mode type of thing, where I work on my own vehicles, or I show stuff that I've recently bought that I'm going to, you know, fix up or make it look more my style type of thing. So I've started that. The first video of that's going to be coming out soon that I recorded a few days ago. That's going to run alongside these playthrough series videos here. The way you're going to know the difference is these playthrough series videos are going to be numbered, like episode 1, 2, 3, and so on, right? So that's how you'll know. The other ones will not be numbered. So that's how you guys will know. I made that announcement on the other video that's going to come out that's not part of this playthrough. So, you know, hopefully you guys either catch it in one of these episodes, this one or the non-series playthrough episode, and you'll understand what's going on, because there's a good chance that I'll get comments saying, oh, what's going on? Things don't make sense. I thought you were working on this or working on that. Well, it's because you didn't pay attention. So I told you in both type of videos, and that's what it is. If I get a comment like that, I'll just say, hey, refer to my last couple videos. That's what it's going to be. So, all right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode. What are we on? Episode 11 now of the playthrough series here. This car has been a little bit of a challenge so far, and I went on some rants with it, but it is what it is. You can't, I mean, unless you really look at the wheel well and see that it's all out of place here, and really take a good look at it. I mean, look, we're selling it back to the game, right? So unless you really look, you're never gonna really be able to tell that wheel well is so disproportionate. This seat's gonna be here to cover all that up. You're not gonna see it, and unless you get down here and really, really look, you can't tell. Or you get back here and you see that there's a gap. But either way, you can't really tell. So we got the body built of the car. We got the suspension done for you guys. We still have interior. We have windows. We have lights to put in. We have tires to do. And then one of the biggest jobs is we have to paint it. And if you guys notice now, the paint mod is back working, kind of. As of this video right now, the paint booth is kind of working. Now we have to buy it. It's $5,600. If you guys didn't know, the paint booth did quit working. It needed an update because the game updated and it broke a lot of mods, and this was one of them that it broke. It was just recently updated. We will have to buy it at some point, because I am going to buy it. But the problem is, if you guys know this mod, there's a building that forms here where you can drive in and it can wash your car, or it will paint it for you just like the service center does. Or you can buy a paint can, and about right in this area, my flashlight's on, and it only wants to work at certain times because of lighting glitches in this game that need to be corrected. But there is a thing where you buy the paint cans, you put them on the stand here, and then you have a little paint gun here, and you can manually paint your cars, if you guys didn't know. That will all show up after we buy it. Now, the issue is, like I say, it kind of works and kind of doesn't. I've tested it out on my other save. It works to paint your car, but when you go to buy a paint can to try to manually paint your car, the paint cans, once you buy them, do not spawn. I've tried it multiple different times. It does not work. I put in a bug complaint with the mod maker. So, yep, it's going to need another update, but at least it does half of what it's supposed to do. So now if we don't want to go all the way to Middletown, we can. But we're not going to be able to buy it, really, because, at least not yet, because we don't have the funds. So, because the $7,800, $7,900 we have, most of that is still going to go into getting this car done, and I don't even know if we're going to be able to get it done all the way. So, that's going to do it for us. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, we will see you later, and thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.